Hello, once again. I'm the 1 hour gamer, and typically what I do is I crack open games, play them for an hour, show you what they look like, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and kind of let you know what you think from there. But I kind of went a little bit sideways in this ways, playing FIFA 17. I'm taking Morecambe, one of the worst teams in the game, trying to see if I can bring them to glory. This is kind of my franchise episode, and we're going to be playing Stevenage today as well. We got another game coming up, and some training sessions as well. This is posed to be quite the challenge, so I'm used to playing with more of the top tier teams. Man United happens to be my favorite team, but it is really interesting playing English Football League, League 2, just to see what kind of happens. The skill isn't there, so you kind of have to just hope for the best. You can't really do any skill moves. There's nothing secret to the success. It's just try and play and hopefully win. Stockton, so far, he's the striker, the guy up front. He's been playing extremely well for us. Our keeper, Barry Roach, he's been awesome this year as well. And I kind of just change up the lineup from there. Really, I don't know much about the teams that I'm playing against, so I kind of keep the formations the same, unless if I need to change it up if I'm either behind or looking for a tie. But let's take on Stevenage today and see what comes of it.
Hi there, Alan Smith. Hi there to everybody from both of us, and welcome to this big match today. Our match for you today is Morecambe against Stevenage. More now on Morecambe from Alan Smith.
It seems that they come out for this season determined to prove all the doubters wrong. Most of the pundits forecasting a really difficult season for them, but what a start they've had. Really positive, trying to continue that today.
His last season in the game, possibly.
And once your reaction slow down, I mean, it's such an integral part of the position, and he feels maybe that he's not what he was.
Number 17, Andrew Fleming. Number 24, Michael Rose.
Well, here is the team sheet for the home side. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. I mean, they're all good defenders in their own rights, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. Whether they can be a fit on the front foot, we'll wait and see.
And so far, it's kind of been a challenge scoring goals, and I also haven't had very many scored against me, but I guess that's okay. I guess that's what happens.
This is how the visitors shape up. Probably one of the two front men will slip behind the other and augment the midfield when required.
I think so. If they start getting overloaded in the middle of the park, that's always an option for this manager, who does like to fill his midfield.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
All right, let's kick this thing off.
First half has begun here. Here's Walker. Unmarked
so
now, he's lost his marker.
Oh, poor defending.
Got to be.
Oh, got away with one there.
Shoot, but he'll be hoping for better efforts than that. Great play from the attacker. Nicely played through ball. He's got his shot off now. Maybe the conditions we've got to take into account here. It's a very wet pitch. Just put him off his balance.
Defending's been very poor so far.
About too, and maybe it slipped off his foot. It's so wet, that ball.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Just working away to try and find an opening. Well, that has cost them, but only a corner. Could have been worse. Well, there was that attempt, Alan. Let's look back on it now.
Stevenage putting the pressure on. All right.
Saw the goal and went for it. It's a poor shot, really, in the circumstances. Very good passing from this team.
Oh, here we go.
He can put them in front.
Oh,
well
nice
saved.
save.
On the front foot now, they've got a corner, hoping for the goal that will put them in the lead.
Stockton again. He usually buries those ones. See if we can get out of this corner. Ah, too close to the keeper.
Out comes the goalkeeper to deal with the corner. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Defender to it first.
I don't know why I did that. Tried to put a low cross in there. Or just shot it.
Fleming. And here's the cross. Oh, the
right,
cross
another set piece.
well by the defender. And coming up now, a corner. Gonna try his luck. It was a good sight of goal, but he skied it.
No skill on the volley. Not even close.
And there is the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the break.
Another sleeper. 0-0.
We're going to find out just how good the drainage is here in the second half. It's been pouring again through half-time, and it's still coming down in stair rods, really, as the second half gets underway. Into the attacking third. It's King. And now the shot!
Ooh, that was a good
One
chance.
of the better efforts of the game, but we're still level in this exciting game.
Schumacher's good from deep, as I starting to find out.
Defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball to put them in front.
Oh.
Very good stop here.
Substitution for Stevenage.
It's not just been this goalkeeper, but the one at the other end as well. Both been in
I like Molyneux's
majestic
speed.
form to maintain clean sheets.
He doesn't finish very often, but he's got some good speed on the left
This is the
side.
time where the managers really earn their money. It's going to be an alteration to try and improve the team.
Ooh.
Well, here could be a chance for the corner.
Trying to use some tactics here.
And he's headed it goalwards. And it's gone out for a throw. Rose. Didn't want the referee to blow his whistle, and the referee says,
all right,
free kick.
Let's see if we can drum up here. Pretty close. Rose is pretty good at throwing it in. Be nice to get a goal.
They cope with it well defensively. Well, here's a chance.
Another corner.
To get their noses in
Putting the
front from
pressure
the
on.
corner.
Try one near post here and get Stockton. Come on.
And he's up
there
for
it
the
is.
header. It's a goal and they're in front. Goalkeeper was reaching for it, and it did actually touch him on the way in.
I think there was just too much power on the ball and the shot for him to get a strong enough touch.
Little nick on the head and another goal for Stockton. Fifth of the year.
2-2.
Thank you very much, Alan. Oh, he's beaten his marker. The shot's on. Oh, he had a real go.
Well, you can't knock him. He was in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't provide the finishing touch.
More of a passer than anything else, Rose.
Walker. Shots on here.
Whoa.
Credit for taking on the shot.
Well, what a good chance that was for him. By his standards, that's a glaring miss.
Ben Kennedy.
They're getting close. A little too
Practice
close.
required when they get back training again.
Well, you've got to admire the fact he cares so much, because it's not been his day. He's missed a lot of chances. That's hurting.
Ooh, long ball in, not offside.
Ticking on. And it's a shot
Good
now.
save.
At full extension, the goalkeeper makes the save.
Getting close to 90th minute here.
And the keeper's coming up for it.
Big time save.
We have got 4 added minutes.
Come on, there we go.
Yeah, nervous moments to come here because the home team...
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
And that's the end of the match at 1-0.
Another clean sheet.
Credit to everyone involved here. The game could have been called off, really. They played it, and aren't we glad they did?
Yeah, the weather was poor, but the pitch was good, and the play was even better.
Alexandria 0. Carlisle United 3, Accrington Stanley 1. Colchester United 1, Cheltenham Town 0. Crawley Town 1, Portsmouth 2.
We'll get into some training here.
1, Yeovil Town.
Another nice win for us. And really, I've noticed that the potential in these guys is very, very limited. But nonetheless, see what you can do. There's a nice mix of some young and some old players. So I kind of change it up as I can, but I typically stick, obviously, to the younger players. I'm not really worried about the older guys because through my youth academy, hopefully going to train enough up. But one of the objectives this year is to keep salary growth under about 20% what I started with. So that's become a significant challenge. But at least I haven't had many injuries, as I haven't had to bring people in, et cetera, et cetera. But, I mean, most of these guys, you're not going to be able to sell. You're not going to be able to make money that way. It's just trying to perform well and hopefully ensure your objectives are in line. I did pick up a good young keeper, as you can see there. He's 15 years old, so it's going to take a little while to bring him in, but we'll see how that goes. But right now, just kind of focusing on training up the existing keepers that I have. And some decent training that time around. We'll also flip over, and I noticed in this there aren't too many emails that come popping in, but nonetheless, we'll take on the next game of Crewe. Hopefully this one is a little bit more exciting. I know, again, Stevenage only won 1-0, but sometimes it happens in this league when the skill is very, very low. I have noticed that the keepers are actually quite difficult to beat, just because they usually are the more skilled players on the team. They have the higher ratings, and most of the other guys that are in front of those keepers aren't very good. But I like to try out everyone, see how they react. I haven't actually played some of my guys on loan, so Masenka, I haven't had him go in. He's very, very tall, good for headers, kind of slow. His ball control isn't the greatest. So I typically like to keep Stockton in there, but keep Masenka on the bench because there's really no one else. So let's see what happens in this one.
Hi there, I'm Martin Tyler. With me today, as always, Alan Smith.
Thank you, Martin. Looking forward to this one. Should be a good game.
Finally, a sunny day.
Crewe Alexandria today, and it's against Morecambe.
Make some noise and welcome our visitors, Morecambe. And your Crewe Alexandria. And Crewe Alexandria line up as follows. Number 1, Ben Garrett. Number 6.
So Crewe lower the table.
A low-scoring side, the lowest-scoring team in the division, actually. And they've got to try and get the better of the best defence. It's going to be very hard for them to do that, but we wait and see with a fair amount of anticipation.
They just haven't been creating chances, the home team here, and when they have, they've been fluffing them. So I just wonder whether they're going to be able to do something better here.
This is the home team lineup. Zumana Bakayoko starts, despite looking shaky in recent games. So a couple of strikers for them at the front end of the team.
Let's hope the nice pitch conditions can actually help us out here. Should be a win for us, but you never know.
This is the lineup for the away side. The kind of players that we expect, the kind of performances we expect from the individuals trying to make this formation work.
Yeah, I mean, it can at first glance look cautious, but it just depends on the attitude of the players out there. And once they've got a foothold in this game, they can get a little bit more adventurous and push on.
Morecambe, they're in fine fettle and looking for another win after that home success against Stevenage.
Yeah, 1-0, and I think they can steady the ship with at least a draw here.
Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. This could be it.
No.
He's got his shot off now. And the goalkeeper with a textbook save and keeps the ball in his grasp.
Keeper of the year right there.
Stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. Patience is the name of the game at the moment.
The side, there we go, wide.
Trying to thread it through here.
Oh,
Shot's
nice
on.
shot.
He's kept it out.
Better save.
Looking good, this move. Gonna try his luck. Oh, great work by the keeper.
Tried to finesse that one in the corner.
It'll be a corner.
Right, another set piece here. Oh, little nick.
Well, a corner to come because of that deflection.
Nothing doing. Oh, that was poor defending. Thank goodness it's halftime.
Whistle, 0-0 at the break.
Another snoozer in the first half.
Holding their own, looking a little bit more potent than in recent games. It's level at half-time.
Yeah, those
45 minutes still to go, second half underway.
A little closer than I wanted it to be.
Whistle's gone, free kick. Still level in the game, and the noise you're hearing is from the away supporters who feel that the home team, and he's headed it goalwards. Another opportunity wasted by this team. It's still level in the match.
Thought I had that one. Had the height advantage.
Next ball's out for a throw, though. There's good progress with this attack.
Come on.
To put them in front. Working hard.
Had it.
Try and get the goal that will put them into the lead.
Then I didn't have it.
Very good control, though. Doing well to keep the ball.
Come on, guys.
And the cross is in. And here's the shot. Over the bar, and the chance is gone.
Got away with one there. That was close. Unmarked. But again, lack of skill. Didn't have enough morn flakes this morning.
The wide attack going. Attacking now. Quick tempo to the passing. To take the lead.
Oh, not even
It's
close.
such a close game. Well, it wasn't a very close effort, was it?
No, as the clock ticks on, I think that's the pressure got to him really, and he just made the wrong choice.
Nowhere near the goal. Almost a 90th minute here.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Trying to thread it through here.
Hit it.
And is this the... Going to try one now. Oh, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time.
Looks like it hit one of the defenders.
And there we are. There goes the final whistle from the referee.
Disappointing result.
The game has finished goalless at 0-0. It is a draw for all that territorial advantage for one of the teams.
Yeah, I mean, they got the ball in the opposing half a lot of times, as we've seen by the stats, but I just don't think they picked out the right passes at the right time.
Barnet 0, Yeovil Town 2, Cheltenham Town 1, Hartlepool United 1, Crewe Alexandria 0, Morecambe 0.
Yeah, another poor result, so we'll get back into some more training as time kind of ticks by here in my Morecambe FC series. Still toward the top of the table, which is huge for us because mostly you think these guys are 1.5-star teams and they're not going to do anything, but they have done quite well for me this year. And that's really all that you can hope for. Barry Roach, the keeper, has been outstanding. And some of these younger guys who I'm training right now, they actually have been pretty decent for me. Will Dig Mullen is coming as a reserve, and sometimes he just comes in off the bench and performs well as a nice sub. But other than that, this has been a significant challenge, just scoring goals. I've been able to keep people off the sheet, but getting some goals has been a significant challenge. But yeah, here's Taylor Morris, so a guy that I picked up, and now going to be training on the youth squad to hopefully, bring him in as Barry Roach gets older, because some of these other younger guys aren't really advancing as I'd like to see them advance. But really the biggest challenge, of course, has been the financial objectives, because that's what the board wants. They want to ensure that, we have some money in the coffers. Everything else doesn't really matter. It's just, as you can see there, the financial goal is very high. But doing well elsewhere. And this actually was a new one that popped up for me, youth development. So kind of have to bring some younger guys in, see what they can do, but I only have one scout at this point in time because that's all I can afford. It's not the best, but good enough. But again, if you have any comments, please leave them for me, or if you want me to check out your series, please let me know. I'm the 1 Hour Gamer. Again, typically what I do is I crack open games, play them for an hour, let you know what I think, and you can kind of see what I think of them. But this time, playing FIFA 17 as Morecambe FC, trying to bring them to glory, one of the worst teams in the game. Hope you enjoyed it, and have yourself a good one.